Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, David M. coming at you here with a very long overdue tour of the card room. Been saying I was going to do this for probably the last year, just haven't done it. And without further ado, here we go. This may be a little bit longer video, but I'll try to get through it quickly. Anyway, flying the W over the couch. There's the Florida State throw, and then got some favorite Sports Illustrateds down there, different bows, different all kinds of good stuff. Anthony Rizzo jersey to the left of the W flag, and this really cool, I will spend a second on this, Chattanooga Choo Choos jersey right here. So the Chattanooga Choo Choos, of course, I got this, well, one of the things that makes this so special is my daughter had her first job this past year, and she bought this for me, and unannounced, and when she was at a game, and it was kind of expensive, but it just, anyway, the fact that she bought that for me was so cool. But the other cool thing about it is, obviously, taking away the Lookouts patch, the rest of this, it's a replica jersey of the Chattanooga Choo Choos, who were a Negro League minor league team back in the 40s, I think from 40 to 46. Made famous because one Willie Mays played on the team for a summer as I think he was 15. So as a teenager, he might have been 16. I don't remember the exact, so don't quote me on that, but I know he was a teenager. There's actually a photo that had surfaced years back of him on that team that the original printing sold for a ton of money on auction, and this was back years ago, I believe. But anyway, love that jersey. And of course, those two jerseys I take down and wear, quite a bit. But anyway, otherwise they're displayed there. Come over here. We're going to start over this wall here. So that's a cool customized LSU frame there. Mainly that's there. Me and my buddy, he used to be my roommate. He's still one of my best buddies. He's a huge LSU fan. And, we used to do a lot of rooting for LSU back in the day. Florida State's my team, but, I still hang that to remember him with. And so we go to some cool SIs. And there is, of course, two of my favorites there. The first two Tysons, I just love those. The first Tiger, the Hulk, Maradona. Now, I will say something about all of these Sports Illustrated you've seen or are going to see. There's my alma mater flag. These are not newsstand issues, so I know they're not super valuable. They're subscription, but they were my dad's subscription, so all have his name on them. I love them all just the same because I like to look through them. But you got Miracle on Ice, one of them up at the top left, the first Gretzky down there. And then, I think it's cool to have the great rivals, Bird and Magic, from college, the Indiana State versus Michigan State, that whole Final Four, to then there's in the pros there. And I especially love that, just the font on that Magic. I love that image too. Come over here. That is the autographed Joe Montana Notre Dame jersey I won from Rick Vintage All Ball Cards, and I just have not gotten it framed yet. As soon as I do, it will be more prominently displayed there. Come down, this is one of my favorite things from my youth, that Michael Jordan jacket. I've actually got two of those. Love that there. Come up here, this is all Jordan on this particular wall here. And then you got, the first Jordan up there with Carolina. That's the first NBA one, that's my favorite. That was from the Olympics before that year started. Anyway, that is my poster book from when I was a kid. That's one of my favorite Beckett's. That's the first basketball Beckett. Love those. I remember buying that when it came out, and I used to have a subscription to them. But anyway, I used to love that Shaquille O'Neal. I still love that Shaquille O'Neal card right there. Those are from when I was a kid. This is the starting lineup of the Dream Team. And I do apologize for the glare, but I'll help see these a little bit better. So this, I kind of am OCD about stuff. So like this is mostly Jordan, but there is some baseball up here too, just a tiny bit. But I like to have things in a certain pattern. So like right here, hockey. That's the Peter Forsberg rookie. That is a 1980 Topps Wayne Gretzky. It's the checklist. What's cool, I think, about it, if I can show it, yeah, it's not marked off. I don't know, I think it's cool. Anyway, here's just Jordan's. Unfortunately, I don't have the rookie, but I do love that card. That's one of my favorite images. Of course, the 40 Australia set. There's a Kobe rookie back there. Just some stuff like that, a Pippen rookie. Jordan playing baseball. Love that Pistol Pete card. That's one of my all-time favorite cards. On each side, so you've got the Ichiro Pujols rookie and another one. This one's the chrome, the other one's regular. 2 of the Michael Jordan Harry Careys. One's electric diamond, one's regular. Come down here a little bit. I love these little dual one-touch things here, but I use this one on this side for just cool Jordan images. All right, the rest is baseball. So if we come down here, and I hope I'm not making anyone sick, like a whole Blair Witch thing, but this is 80s. You know, like a lot of the Kid, there's the Big Hurt, Mattingly, Ricky, and Ozzie. Come over here, and there's more, you know, some from the 70s, but gotta love that Bo Jackson. Just some of the classic rookies there. Come down here a little further. And again, I changed these up quite a bit. So like these are, you know, I'm big into fantasy and modern too. So fantasy studs for me, just some good rookies from now, autographs. Like there's an Eloy autograph back there. There's Ellie De La Cruz, my boy right now for the lookouts. Trey Turner auto, George Kirby auto. Come over here, same thing. You've got just a bunch of current studs. There's Corey Seager over there on the right. That was a gift from Tony, Psyched on Baseball. You know, just all kinds of stuff, bows. And you might see here, notice this, there's not just one card on these holders. Like there's probably 7 or 8 bow rookies right there, Soto and everything else. Like that's what's cool about these kind of stands is, you know, you can fit a bunch of cards. So anyway, on each of those, there is a bunch of cards. Come down here, and we've got Aaron Judge, Shohei's, Trouts. Come over here, this is all Jeter, every last one of them. Come down here, there's just some Sports Illustrateds in a binder, a cool baseball book, and they hide just a bunch of boxes of cards. Come over here a little bit, and you've got this one display here. That is the home plate from my wedding. Some Stranger Things, some Star Wars, a couple of Bozo cards up there from my boy Craig B. That's my favorite book, Glory of Their Times. That's the first issue, or first edition, first printing. A couple of Seiya's at the moment. Topps Living set of Bobby Witt and Julio. Wander and O'Neal Cruz. Come over here, and I've recently redone this one. You know, I showed the Golden Press cards last time, so that's just some of the bangers. And then there's a couple of top supers from 71, Willie Mays and Hank Aaron. That's Aura Vision of Ernie Banks. It's a record. There's the Murad at UTC. There's the Silk. And one of the things you may notice here as I come up, so there's a Cubs display, all kinds of good stuff there. That's a Scott Reindeer Studios over there on the far right, Doodle. Ernie Banks exhibit, so all kinds of stuff. But, you know, there's a big window here, the side of my house. Well, in the summertime, it is, you know, it's completely shaded because of the leaves on the trees. In the wintertime, a little bit of sunlight does get in. So what I do is I have card spacers that I put on the back of the card so the sun doesn't get to them when that happens. But anyway, some Cooperstown collection up there, and I've got them arranged just so. So right in the center is that from an old Beckett, that 1909 World Series with Cobb and Wagner, and that's Cobb and that's Wagner. And then you've got Satchel and Josh Gibson. Going back a little further, Grover Cleveland Alexander, Walter Johnson, Babe Ruth on one end, Babe Ruth pitching on the other. All right, come over here. We start to get into Cubs land. This is the side of the room I sit on the most, so that's why this is there. My wife had that Tribune frame for me. More starting lineups, all that kind of good stuff. Come up here. That's also from Scott Reindeer Studios. Just some random stuff. I love that Mordecai Brown right there. That is an actual unopened pack, 2011 update. One day we'll open it, hopefully in a live hangout, but we'll see. That was from Eric at Classic Cards. I'm sure the Trout's in there, some Rizzos. That's a scorecard autographed by Pat Hughes, which you can't see the whole thing because Ian Happ covers the rest of the auto. But come up here. Yeah, there's a Barbie. It's because, I mean, I've got daughters, and they mean the world to me. So then you've got all the 1906, 7, 8 Cubs. You know, all the different T206s, T205s are up there. All just kind of Cubs. That's one of my favorite cards. It's from Vintage Card Steve a while back. And there's my Mordecai Brown T205. The Rhinos and the Hawks are all back there. Just all kinds of stuff. Come down here. And then you've got, these are all autographs, different Cubs players, and Jock. Come down here, and then you've got, right at the moment, I try to kind of arrange these. So there's Spawn Insane with Bob Gibson and Sandy Koufax, you know, and just all kinds of stuff back there. I won't dig through everything. Come over here. This is all Anthony Rizzo's. There's your 2011 update run that I have so far. And then Chris Bryant rookies, Schwarber rookies, all that stuff in the back. Come down a little bit more. This is all Hank Aaron and Mickey Mantle. Mantle on the left, Aaron on the right. Come over here. One of my favorite shelves. This is the Euchre shelf. So there's all the Bob Uecker cards, and then just some random, you know, I got, at the moment, Yaz and Killer back there with that 62 Maris. Come down here. This is all Pee Wee Reese, Willie Mays, and Clemente stuff. Some of it back here. Come back here, and this is a lot of the great catchers, right? So this is Yogi and Thurman Munson. Roy Campanella, more Yogi stuff all back there. And then the exception being that beautiful, beautiful 73 home run leaders card. I still got to get the 74. And then come down here. Those are, again, those two newspapers from the World Series win. Hide boxes of cards. More boxes over here. That's an actual Nolan Ryan autograph on that plaque. There's just some rack packs and stuff like that. Come up here. It's throwback Federal League Feds jersey with a throwback poster. Come up here, there's a ball case, Florida State things, the Gentleman's Lounge. Come over here, and this is just the music wall. Guitars hang on there. There's guitars down here. Do a lot of sorting and stuff down there. And we whip on back around to here. So that is it. That's the card room as it sits right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you didn't have to break out the sick bag. I hope everyone's doing well, and I will catch you next time.